Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show. And now, here's Jeff Crilley.
Welcome back to the Jeff Crilley Show. I'm really excited about this segment. This is a mompreneur, a lovely lady, Jessica Gore, and you have come up with something that I think when people see it for the first time, they're like, oh my goodness, this, I need this.
Yes, once they understand what it actually is, because there's nothing really out there like it. So it is something that is very intriguing to people.
So tell me about it. What is Tasty Clean?
Well, Tasty Clean is basically an all-natural cleansing spray that is made out of vinegar. So essentially, if a child got a hold of this and drank it, they would be completely fine. However, we had it clinically tested, and it kills germs and bacteria. Wow. So let's say you have a pacifier that fell or one of those mouth guards that they use in football that are so disgusting. You basically just spray the item, let it soak for a little bit, and then it is completely ingestible and now free of bacteria. And it also tastes yummy now because we have cherry and grape. So it gives it a little flavor as well.
I always love to hear the mother of invention story. So where did this come from?
Well, basically, I have a 2-year-old at the time, and he is in line with me, a very long line. We're at the front. Finally, he has a dum-dum sucker. He drops it and loses it, and he wants that sucker back. I have no more suckers, and I just thought, wow, if there was something I could just spray on this thing and give it back to him and not feel horrible about, that would be amazing. And that's kind of where it started. The ball got rolling. We started researching different chemicals-free options, and we came up with vinegar. And then we teamed up with a laboratory and had chemists actually formulate this. Wow. We spent 3 years research and development, going over different formulas until we came to the right one, coming up with the proper flavor, and then actually testing with third-party laboratories, FDA-approved laboratories, to make sure that apple cider vinegar really does work. Because, wow. I'd read about it. I thought, vinegar sounds great, but I don't personally know if it works. So we put it through the ringer, and you know what it does? Vinegar kills bacteria.
Tell me about the testing and the approval process. Because you're ingesting it, mm-hmm. Does it go through a much more scrutiny than if I was just creating, something to sit on your desk?
Well, it goes through, what we did, there wasn't an actual, you have to do this, this, and this.
Right.
So we took it upon ourselves to really put it through the test, because as a mother, I use it on my children, and I wanted to make sure that it was trustworthy. So what we did was we did what's called a log reduction analysis. And what they do is they take the 4 most common bacteria found in our lives, and they kind of make this germ soup, and then they inoculate it with the formula. And what they do is they test it at different intervals to see how much dies, how long it takes. And basically, by the end of the test, all of the 4 bacteria were dead, greater than 99.9%. And we're talking about, things like staph, mm-hmm. Pretty nasty stuff that you definitely don't want to be exposed to.
So give me the different kind of purposes for it. I could obviously see like a pacifier or something like that.
Pretty much anything a baby touches. You have high chairs. This is basically meant as an on-the-go item. You're out. You don't have access to anything to clean. You have pacifiers, toys, bottles, but then you also have other things, adult as well. You have those water bottles, the reusable water bottles, any night guards, retainers, anything orthodontic of that nature. There really isn't a portable way that you can clean those retainers when you're out on the go, those sports mouthpieces and mouth guards. Utensils, my husband always gets the dirty utensil at the restaurant and thinks if he sends it back, maybe he'll get a better one. I don't know. But this is really good for people who find themselves in those situations and just really don't know what to do.
My guest right now, Jessica Gore. She is the CEO and founder and mompreneur. The mother of invention of tastyclean.com is where you can find it. Obviously, you have a supportive husband.
I do.
When you came to him with this idea and said, I think I want to do this, how supportive was he?
He was amazing, and he is actually, I'm so lucky, he is a graphic designer. So all of our labels, we do everything internally. So he did our logo, he's done our label, he babysits a lot when I do things like this and have to go, on road trips to show people the product. So he has been amazing, and I could definitely not have done it without him. We're a team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he listening right now? Can you give him a
I
shout
hope
out?
So. Thanks, babe.
So talk to me about rolling it out to the marketplace and I'm sure you've heard a million times, you should be on Shark Tank.
I think that there is not a conversation that I've had that hasn't included the name Shark Tank. It's been a learning process. I'm just a regular person who came up with an idea that I thought I needed, and I figured if I could, make this available to people everywhere, that would be great. So I didn't have a manual. I didn't know you. I didn't know people that could help me get the word out. So we started with a booth in the World Trade Center, meeting with buyers. We have our website. We do Amazon. And it's really just been a learning process of, taking it day by day and meeting new people and getting the product out there digitally and face to face.
I'm always fascinated by mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any mistakes that you made along the way?
Lots.
What was your biggest regret so far as an entrepreneur?
I think that one of my biggest regrets was just not having probably the connections or the business savvy. I was the creative type. I didn't know about the laboratories and formulations and just having the knowledge of how to create a product. But thankfully, with the internet and knowing a lot of great people, I was able to navigate through that and just pick myself up. Any entrepreneur is going to make mistakes. It's never going to be perfect.
Right.
And you just have to keep on going and have faith in your product and, pick yourself back up and wipe off the tears and keep going.
I think it's brilliant. I mean, and we all know the stories of the woman who invented Spanx is a billionaire now.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, the market is there. I think especially for something that is so, user friendly. It's not, to me, one of the beautiful things about your line of products is it's easy to explain.
Yeah, it is. There's always going to be people who don't get something or don't feel the need for it, but this is definitely a product that pretty much anybody can use, and it's safe, and it is 100% natural. We don't have any chemicals, no soaps. We're talking 100% natural and completely safe but effective.
Well, I think that your timing is perfect too, because it seems like everybody has Purell in their purse or something like that.
Which is horrible.
If I think right, and you can't put that on a pacifier. But I think back on what my mom would have done if the Dum Dum sucker fell on the ground when I was a kid.
Put it in her own mouth.
A
lot of moms.
she would probably lick it clean and give it back to me, or she'd find a water fountain or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is more effective than a water fountain.
It's definitely more effective. First of all, water has its own issues, and you don't always have access to water. And not only that, we are very into being environmentally conscious. We have this small travel bottle, but we have a refill bottle for it. So we've also looked into how much water you save. You actually save a lot of water by using this product. We're talking about a couple of squirts versus 4 or 5 cups of water just to wash something, and water does not kill bacteria. So
what do you attend a lot of conferences? How are you getting the word out right now?
I don't. We basically did a soft launch for the first year just to kind of gauge interest and see how it went, and people were really excited about it. So now we're just starting to do more shows, and we're going to do a big show in Vegas, and we're just kind of trying to do a lot of trade shows and talk to magazines and people like you guys.
I know bringing something to market is not cheap. I'm not looking for specific financial information, but you've put thousands and thousands of dollars into this.
Yeah.
This is your baby.
This is my baby. And, it's not something, I know a lot of people are looking to get rich, and I'm really not in it for the money. It's just a product that I believe in, and I use 100 times a day with my own children. So it's just something that I felt could be beneficial for parents and really just all kinds of people. So it's something that I really put a lot into. We didn't cut corners. We did our due diligence and really put a lot into it.
The packaging is beautiful. Now, your 2-year-old is how old now?
He is now about to be 6, and
6.
During this whole process, I actually had another one, so I have a little almost 2-year-old now.
Wow!
Yeah.
And your little boy, the once 2-year-old, does he remember mommy working to get this product on the market?
Oh, yeah. My son Gabriel is always talking about Mommy's Spray and finding reasons to try to use Mommy's Spray because he really likes the taste. So I dropped my fork, I need your spray. So that is one of the good things that it does. It has a good flavor, but I don't have to worry about it. You want Mommy's Spray? Go ahead. It's fine because it's pretty much vinegar. So you can think I don't know what you're doing, but you can go ahead and use it. It's fine.
In terms of where people can get it, is it in stores? Do you want it in stores?
It is right now. Doherty's Pharmacy on Preston and Royal, they carry us. We are online at Amazon. We're in a lot of little hospital gift shops and boutiques and pharmacies and that sort of thing. I think we're in about over 80 different boutiques and
that's awesome.
And that sort of thing. So we are looking to get into bigger venues so that more people have access to it.
Is it hard to get into pharmacies?
Because we have fact-based data that we can show that says that this product works and here's how and why, it's actually been surprisingly more easier to get into the pharmacies and hospital gift shops than just your regular big box retailers per se. And because it is a new product, I think people are a little hesitant. It's kind of like the first piece of pizza. Nobody knows when to go. And then when that first person goes, then everybody's like, okay, it's cool. I'll take a piece of pizza now. So kind of waiting for that.
You were awesome. Unfortunately, we're out of time for this segment. So Jessica Gore, my guest, tastyclean.com. Visit it now. Thank you so much. You're awesome. When we come back, if you're the boss, should you show your company books to the employees? A guest who is going to make a case for doing just that is coming up next on The Jeff Crilley Show.
More of The Jeff Crilley Show coming up.